ASSOCHAM is one of the leading and the oldest chambers of commerce and industry in India. We were formed in 1920. And since the inception of our chamber, our goal and objective has been to nurture a social, economic and industrial growth where we can provide a kind of ecosystem to Indian companies to grow both on the domestic as well as the international platform. And we cater to almost all the sectors of the Indian industry, both on domestic as well as international level. And being one of the oldest chambers of commerce in India, ASSOCHAM caters to over 500,000 of members, and these members are both indirect and direct members. Apart from that, we have a lot of big international conglomerates and multinational companies who are member of ASSOCHAM. So in a nutshell, we can say ASSOCHAM is the voice of Indian industry, which helps to promote the adequate policy for the growth of Indian industry. This delegation which we have brought to this expo, Agro Food Expo Iraq, this is an initiative which is being supported by the Ministry of Commerce and Industry, Government of India. So we have brought a delegation of 48 Indian companies, predominantly from the food sectors, but these companies are from various subsectors. For example, we have companies from rice, we have tea manufacturers, we have companies who are into spices, we have companies who are into dehydrated fruits, vegetables. Some of them are also in tissue culture, banana net pods, seeds, wafers, biscuits, cones making machines. And the objective of this delegation is to explore business opportunities in Iraq and specifically with the Kurdish companies over here. And over the span of 3 days of this exhibition, the Indian companies would be interacting with people and buyers visiting their stalls. And also on the last day of the exhibition, we have planned a networking B2B session which is being organized by the Consulate General of India here in Erbil. Over there, the Indian exhibitors would be interacting with the business community from Kurdistan region, and they would be interacting over a networking high tea session. So you can say, just to summarize this, the objective is exploring the business opportunities in Iraq and Kurdistan, because this region has a lot of immense potential and we see a lot of synergies between Indian companies and Iraqi companies. There are a lot of sectors where the Indian companies can help the companies from Kurdistan. Apart from agriculture, food sectors which have been the leading players of this partnership, we believe Kurdistan has a lot to learn from Indian companies, specifically in terms of sectors such as IT, pharmaceutical, real estate, infrastructure, and also the education. And we see a lot of Indian companies who are not only just medium to small companies, but also big companies who are interested in investing into this specific region. So these are basic areas of cooperation where we see a lot of opportunities available. You have very well pointed it out. Yes, India is the land of spices. We are very famous for our spices, and that too a huge variety of spices being grown across India, from northern region to southern region, and in the other states as well. And India exports spices to a lot of countries because Indian cuisine is famous worldwide, and we have a lot of Indian expats living outside. They consume spices in huge quantity. Not just these Indian expats, but local communities in various countries. They also have developed keen interest for Indian spices, specifically after the studies which have shown that Indian spices are also being used for medicinal purpose and health purposes. In terms of specifically Kurdistan, we believe that Kurdistan is rich in natural resources. And yes, there are a lot of opportunities where we can do spice farming and all. But one specific area where we feel that Indian companies from spice manufacturing sectors can help the Kurdish companies is that automation of this entire process, where they can bring their processing technology to produce the end product, which is a fine spices, the category of fine spices. So this is where a lot of opportunities are, and this is what the Indian companies are looking to explore. See, Kurdistan region, as I highlighted it earlier also in one of the questions, in Kurdistan has a lot of opportunities. It is full of natural resources and amenities. Moreover, what is the most important aspect for any foreign investor is that he should be able to get economic stability and also the social stability in any of the economy, so that they can grow and invest. So I believe that the government of Kurdistan region has been working very hard to provide this kind of ecosystem to all the foreign investors, and Kurdistan has developed a lot. This, predominantly it was an oil exporting economy ever since they started in 1991. But over the last few years, I would say that the government has looked forward to diversify its sectors. So they are emerging out as the leading oil exporting economy to sectors which are like real estate, food processing, banking, IT, education and all. And India see Kurdistan as one of the potential partners and a strategic partner just because of its strategic location, geopolitical landscape. We believe a lot of opportunities are there, and we really hope that in the coming years, our Consulate General of India was opened 5-6 years ago in 2016 in Erbil, which is a very strategic move which shows that how serious India is towards enhancing its partnership with Kurdistan. And we believe with the help of both the governments, we will be able to further strengthen our economic as well as bilateral relations. There are a lot of big Indian companies are eyeing to invest in the Kurdistan. Just because now the government over here is socially and economically very stable. So it is attracting a lot of foreign investors, specifically companies from India, big companies like Jindal, Adani, etc. And also we have a lot of companies in our delegation which we have brought to this specific expo. These companies are from rice and tea sectors who have already been working for last 6 to 7 years, more than a decade, some companies. And they have good partnerships and joint ventures with a lot of Kurdish companies, and they have made Kurdistan as a hub of manufacturing, and then they are further exporting it to neighboring countries as well as to domestic market in Iraq.